Well, hello there. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Backstage of the Giving Back Podcast, episode 255, Insights number 91, Strong Communities. And what is that about? I'm going to tell you in just a second. And I'm just really happy to be here. Really happy that, I don't know, just really happy overall. It's just such a freaking awesome, wonderful life we've got. So just wanted to give you a quick update on things. Thank you again so much for being here, being patient. Took a couple of times there going through personal stuff, which is very cool, and leading up to just having a chance to reunite and reconnect. And we're back on track, talking about giving back specifically in the community and holding myself accountable to what's going on. So on the count of 3, 2, and 1, we are going live backstage. So I have a few words there in the front, if you look at the cover there, and that is the opening paragraph from a letter from the IRS about my 501c3 being approved. Strong Communities is now a 501c3 officially, and it's so exciting. There's been a lot going on and trying to find my way through and seeing exactly where I fit, matching purpose and passion and perseverance. And, what is it exactly that I'm going towards? How can I make the biggest impact? How can I best serve, right? How can I best serve? So Strong Communities, what do? We strengthen communities by promoting mental, physical, and financial well-being. And by no means, I look at it kind of like a wheel. I'm not here to reinvent it at all. In fact, the best way that I can serve is to help nonprofits build their capacity to serve those in their community. And so the intent is to work as a coalition of nonprofits. A lot of guests, right? They are doing amazing things, and I'm not kidding you. And the results that they're having are fantastic. And I'm so inspired. I was thinking about when I went to the Power of Purpose, and was thinking about grants and taking Sherry Watson's words as she being, I guess, what I consider to be like the general contractor and subbing out the services and then pooling that to make a more comprehensive, more cohesive solution to really very complex problems that we have. I mean, they're not simple. And so working in collaboration instead of competition to improve the lives of people in their communities. So that's our goal. And we got some wonderful, wonderful support. There's some people that I want to thank first of all. You'll see Ryan Lee and Kate Shell. And why is it? I mean, freedom is super cool. How does that fit? Well, I'll tell you what fits. Working with people of great integrity, people who are so supportive. I got on a hot seat last year, and it was brutal. Ryan Lee took me through the ringer, and it was awesome. In fact, everybody in the Los Angeles Mastermind won. It was brutal. And I was in the right place to receive it because I knew what they were pouring into me. And it was simple that, this is way too small. And I appreciated that. And I was in the right place to understand that and to pull back a little bit and figure out where exactly I would fit. Where can I put the activities that are in my wheelhouse? Where can I put them in play? And so it comes to this, right? There are some people, some additional people I'd really like to thank. Jamie and Alana. My gosh, thank you so much for pouring your love into me, for encouraging me, and to never allow me to settle for second best. That was so cool. So we have the mission, and how are we going to get funding? That's always the piece. So on grants, again, thinking about that comprehensive approach to problem solving, complex social problems using the services of each organization. And I'm going to give you an example. This was really important thinking about veterans. There are so many organizations, so many people working to help our veterans, the men and women who serve to keep us free, and their families, those who are in service and those who have served, right? Thinking about them as veterans, what are all of their needs, right? For those who are still struggling, who need a hand up. I mean, there is housing, right? There's issues like PTSD, access to their benefits, the benefits that they've earned, workforce training, job placement, social isolation, relationship building, chronic pain. You know, what I realized when we were looking at the complexities is that I have relationships with people and organizations that can fit each of those components and many more. And it's a wonderful idea to reach out to them and create this web, you know, a real social net, safety net, and one that not just catches, but also lifts people up. So that'll be it for the grants. And thank you so much to Art and Ursula Medina for your help. I reached out today, and they answered the call with all love and all their energy. So thank you so much, Art Medina. The second piece, harnessing the power of real estate to strengthen and rebuild communities across America. So that is something that I'll have more to share on. But Henry Serrano, also who I met through Freedom, and also Chris Stafford, thank you for your support. Thank you for really asking some of those right questions that you have as real estate professionals. Thank you for the homework that you've given me. It helped me clarify things, and that is still a work in progress, making sure that we have all of our ducks in a row so that we can move forward strongly with the intent to serve. Man, that's awesome. Fundraising. There's one thing that I've heard for sure, and that is making it fun and giving people an excuse to get in and have fun. That is going to be a key component on this fundraising. If nothing else, it'll give us a chance to get together more often and do things together. So the focus is on building organizations' capacity to serve their communities with an emphasis on sustainability. So one of the things that I've learned and in best practices for some of our most successful organizations, our guests who have been on, is thinking about first, you know, we think about fundraising, you know, raising money, and that's the goal. I mean, that's such a short-term myopic view. There are so many opportunities now, and we start with raising awareness. And that's on two fronts. Number one is raising awareness of the issue, of the problem, of the injustice, or just the need. That's one set. And it's just understanding that. The second piece is raising awareness of where you fit in that. Your organization, your team, your crew, your tribe. What are you doing? The second piece is to increase engagement. And I will say that, again, it's on those two fronts. Generally, showing people the different ways, not just with you, because it may not be in that narrow niche, helping them find out, you know, what else is out there and what might fit them, and knowing that that's going to come back to you. And then also increasing engagement within your organization. So new people coming in, and then also your supporters, your tribe, your evangelists, raising them up and giving them the opportunity to spread their love even more. All right. The last piece is on building those sustainable models. And it's not just about fundraising. Nonprofits have something incredibly valuable to offer the business world. The opportunity to show how their values show up in community service and in helping others in their community, to lift them up and to use everything, that all their resources in this focused way. And why not have that in terms of a business development model? Well, you can. What about other products and services that nonprofits can bring to the market? Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. So it's going to be a lot about that. And I'm so excited. I have to tell you, there is something that I've learned. Maybe I always knew it. I think actually we all know it, and we all want to believe it. And over the course of the last couple of years with the Giving Back podcast and being surrounded by greatness, the idea that what you're looking for, you will find. What you hope for and move towards, there will be opportunities that come up. The things that you're looking for, you will find. And that is so true. There have been so many not coincidences, right? Serendipity, people coming into my life, resources coming into my life, right? Opportunities that have come in. I laugh because I was super antsy when I filed the articles of incorporation in California, and it took like, I don't know, 2 weeks. And I'm like, hey, what's taking so long? You know, some of my colleagues have gotten theirs, like they literally walked out the same day, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? Well, I got the answer, which was approval, when I was in Vegas for the Power of Purpose for the grant writing, their grant writing conference, which was great. And I filed for 501c3, and you wouldn't believe it. It was a week and a half later. It was unbelievable. Record time, it must be. So all these things coming to pass, you know, thinking about how to better document things, and having people like Skip Thomas and Mark Bell come into my life and say, hey, we can do this. This fits. Thinking again about the real estate and how that fits, but the grant writing again with Art and Ursula, it's fantastic. I'm going to give a special shout out to Catherine Kemp Gaillet of Nurture, and that's nurtureyourfamily.org, and also Adam Capes from Getaway to Give, that's getawaytogive.net. These two people, they were most recently on the show. You'll hear them in the next couple months, and it was fantastic. Catherine has been in the nonprofit world for, you know, I hate to say it because it kind of gives away her age, although you wouldn't believe, I mean, she looks so young, for decades, in one way or the other, being around that and understanding that, and having that validation of what nonprofits most need, right? Their problems. Remember, that was the reframing that I got so much out of from Ryan Lee, when he said, you think of the people who you want to spend all day with, and build your business around solving their problems. I mean, man, that's an amazing reframing. And so understanding that, getting them to a sustainable model, you know, having funds to actually build that instead of all towards service, right? Taking care to fill your cup up, right? That's big. And then with Adam, you know, he brought up a couple of things in the course of his business, which is raising money for nonprofits. So these incredible trips that he offers, and with his team and with his network of auctioneers. And one of the things that he brought up was this meaningful, you know, the meaningful memories and that engagement, that relationship. And he brought up some wonderful examples working with some organizations out in Atlanta and the impact it has. One of the things that he brought up, which I thought was so smart, was thank yous, right? A great way to increase engagement is to make your thank yous to your donors and to your supporters something of substance that has real meaning, that gets them excited. So thank you both for that. You know, there are so many more people that I owe thanks to, but I am really excited for the direction. There is just something really special in the air. Tommy Miller and Nick Miller will make that happen too on this side, and we're gonna. It's a really special time, and I'm so excited. So I cannot wait. We're long. I mean, I want to say that I can't wait to go, but we are already going, and it's in a great way. So thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for your support. I'm just humbled, and I will do my absolute best to make this real, to build our capacity to serve those who simply need a hand up. And we're going to make it easy for people to do good. That's the point. So remember, always err on the side of love and kindness. Thanks again for joining. Until the next time, love and gratitude. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I was a little bit long-winded, but I'm super excited, and I want to thank you for sharing this time, sharing this adventure, and I hope that as more things come up, wherever you see yourself able to pop in and join the party, please do. Thanks so much again. Have a beautiful day and a